back into the Empire.
I know, we already did the cave. Oh.
Yes. We didn't do the intro, though.
Hey guys, it's Gan360.
And KDH of Avalon. And
back after a bit of a reprieve.
Yes. It's been a long time since we've done Final Fantasy VI, hasn't it?
Yeah, we haven't been able to get over as often.
I thought we would be able to sooner than this, but I was wrong. Okay, what happened? The Espers flew off together.
No, really?
Then the Empire City citizens ran off as though they were terrified.
Really?
Which way did the Espers go? Every way!
Toward the capital. Vector.
And you had to put Vector on its own line again. That's going to be a running thing with this.
We're almost at Vector.
Yes, okay, so we can't do the letters today. That's unfortunate.
There, what's that? Trouble with a capital T. Or actually, I should say with a capital E.
It's a game freeze. Oh, no, it's not. I don't think this is actually a battle.
What's wrong, Terra?
I'm going crazy.
What do you mean you can feel it?
It was glowing. What's glowing?
What's that? It can't be. An Esper? It's coming! Watch out, Terra!
Dive!
I think that was Bahamut.
Looked like Bahamut.
What was that? Setzer, get down!
We're under attack.
That was definitely a unicorn and Bismarck. And there's Carbuncle.
A blue carbuncle, in fact.
A Phantom. We're going down!
With the ship.
Hopefully not.
Gulp. Espers.
Where are they going?
He said to gulp. Why didn't he actually do it?
Because you can't see his throat going gulp.
They could have put it in asterisks.
They were mad. They seemed angry.
That makes me think that the Espers are insane, as in the British use of the word mad.
Vibration's not from the Espers.
We don't
Your
use
ship
mad
is going
here in America
down!
to mean insane very much, do we?
Setzer?
I like that term, though. Mad. Sounds so much better.
Dramatic pause. I've lost control!
Dramatic pause because I didn't push the button again. Because I didn't think to do it on a blank screen.
Thank you for the dramatic pause, though. It was worth it. We're going down!
Unfortunate.
Hold her steady. Come on, hold her steady.
We're on fire. We can't hold it steady.
Just a little longer. Don't crash in the ocean.
Yes, this airship is not a boat like the one in Final Fantasy V. And now we get a first-person's perspective. We crashed in the mountains and a forest and more mountains. We're carving a swath through the mountains.
Actually, I don't think you actually see any damage to the mountains.
It's kind of like what happened to the spaceship in
I heard
Rogue
it.
Galaxy.
We crashed.
Just imagine that scene from my Rogue Galaxy Let's Play, and you'll see what this would look like in 3D. Though there weren't any mountains in
Epic!
this, so not quite.
Looks like they didn't take any damage, though. That's the funny part.
And should we change our party?
Well, let's see. We're going to be changing it. We're going to be changing once we leave the capital of Vector.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to change my party.
All right, we're back, and we changed our equipment up a little bit. Mog hasn't changed too much. I gave him sprint shoes and got rid of his running shoes. I gave him a hero ring. And I'm going to try something different. If we run into a battle in the field, I want to see what happens with a Genji glove and Dragoon boots with Cian.
I don't think he can actually use jump without a spear. I might be wrong on that.
I know if you combine Dragoon boots and a later item called X-Fight, or something like that, I think you can like do 4 times the attack. And with a Genji glove equipped, you can do like 8 or something.
Yeah.
So it's like epic ponage.
Alright.
See, we don't look like we're damaged at all.
Are.
We are near... Oh, the letter place, of course.
Yes, except we don't have an airship to do the letter quest.
Well, Terra learned Cure 2. Alright, next battle, let's keep it in. I just want to see if jump works.
Alright, I'll let you see if jump works.
And remember, don't go through the desert.
Yeah, the desert is evil.
Full of bugs and undead things.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if I can get Jump to work this time. Uh-oh.
Back attack.
Not these jokers.
Come on, somebody get away. Okay. At least we're safe from death in case something happens. There we go.
Alright, I'll try the next
try
fight.
it out when we don't have a back attack to worry about.
We need that trinket. There is a trinket to allow back attacks from not happening.
Relic, you mean?
Yeah, relic.
Trinket. I don't think any RPG calls trinkets.
I've been playing WoW.
So I was wrong. It's just not an RPG I would ever want to play.
Hey.
I'm sorry, I do not like
Defend.
MMOs.
I want you to play with me sometime. It's fun.
Alright, let's see if this works. Well, you healed us. So you can jump, but will you actually do anything?
We shall see.
I'm gonna try my break blade out. See if I can get it to work. Nope.
Do anything
Well,
but Marshall.
Keeping us nice.
See? 368. I mean, it's not a lot of damage, but still.
Yeah, you don't get to attack twice with it, though, because of the Genji glove. So it would be best to remove the Dragoon boots from Cian, so he gets the full effect of both swords.
I was dead?
Apparently I was a zombie. Oh yes, because I raged a zombie.
And I was using heal spells. Ha!
Yeah, that was kind of stupid of me. I forgot that was a zombie.
Oh,
It's
that
been
was worth
way
it.
too long since we played this game.
That was just worth it.
Okay.
That was seriously totally worth it, dude.
I don't think so.
I had a good laugh.
Let's...
Quadra Slam!
Yeah.
I laugh while I slice you up. Into tiny, tiny pieces.
I'm floating. You cannot kill me with an earthquake, though I doubt there is an earthquake spell that you guys have. I'm going to use Ice 2. And now I fire fireballs at you. So fire and ice. At the same time. Sadly, no. I don't get to explode. Alright,
Do we need to change her Esper, by the way?
I don't think so.
Well, she did learn Cure 2. If she was using Shiva, she's there.
She was not using Shiva.
Who is she using?
I don't remember.
We
As I
should
said, it's
really
been
look
a
into
long
that.
time. So we're heading to the Empire, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember.
Should we
being
save
told
first
to
before
head
we
to
go
the
in?
Empire. Yes, of course we should save before we go in.
We'll be right back, folks.
Okay, so this is a bit weird. This is post-commentary for the next bit of this area. Here's
There's
our equipment.
And don't forget GAN 360 over here.
Well, we don't need to do an introduction. This is in the middle of an episode.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it's weird.
You know, the weird part is that you had to put a whole new system in while I was away to record. Alright, so we're heading back into Vector. Pretty much burns out.
Yes, and the reason
Next.
this is post-commentary is because it took us 3 tries to actually get this done right.
2 tries.
Well, this next bit. No,
Then
I'm
I
pretty
thought
sure
there
it
was
was
something
3.
in here, but I was wrong.
Yeah, there was absolutely
I
nothing
saw
in
something
here.
once with Gao, and he said that this place smelled familiar, but that was an old Let's Play. That's an old game file I did. Yeah, can't.
Perhaps.
No, it is. It's an old one I did. Talk to this guy over here. Go up the stairs, and Chris and KDH has to talk to these guys.
Yes. What
Sorry,
on earth? Yes, I'm sure it was exactly like this when you got here. You did nothing to this town, filled with your
this is ominous
enemies.
looking. Find the stairs.
Yes, this is one way we could have gone when we came here to go to the Magitech factory.
We showed it, I think.
Where, yeah, we fought that unbeatable for the time enemy.
Guardian.
Eventually you'll be able to beat it.
I said that.
Yeah, I know you did.
And you're running behind the guy on the stairs. Shoving him up the way.
He wouldn't get out of my way. I was trying to push him.
Ah, Gaston. I've lost the will to fight.
I hope you are being honest.
Sid!
Sid is always fun to have around.
And he's also one of the few things that all Final Fantasies have in common.
Yes.
Chocobos,
Except for the
Moogles,
first one. There was no Sid in Final Fantasy 1. At least the original version of it.
or Chocobos or Moogles. Now it's
True.
a staple.
I suppose. I don't know. I've never played Final Fantasy 1. I find it boring.
And no Cactars.
Pop-Tarts?
Cactars.
Oh.
Not Pop-Tarts. You got Pop-Tarts on the brain.
No, I don't. It just
You have
sounded
a
like
box
you
of
said
Pop-
Pop-Tarts.
You have a box of Pop-Tarts under your desk. How do I know that wasn't a slip and you're as hungry?
Do I
we're
still
about
have
to
that
dine
box
soon.
of Pop-Tarts under there? Yes,
Yes,
I do.
you do.
Wow. I need to throw that away.
Yeah, how long has that been in there for?
I don't know. A month? 2 months?
Several
a year?
months. We'll talk to these guys now while we stop talking about Pop-Tarts.
Yes.
We need to get all the people. I think there's 25 in total.
There are 24 in total.
Ah.
Some of them will fight you. However, you can safely ignore, that is, run away from all of the fights without penalty. However, we did not do that.
We fought
them
everything.
all.
Here's the first one.
Yes. This one is an armored guy,
And since
obviously.
And I figured this one would take the longest, so I said we fight this first.
Yeah, this is what we decided to do on
And
the final
notice
one.
the clock is still running while you fight.
Yes, it still runs in battle. And I used
Elfire.
Overmind in hopes of getting Elfire, which I did, which helped out a lot.
And told you that
Bolt
was a
2
good
from
one.
Terra finishes him off, because, you know, lightning, machines' weaknesses, always.
Ooh,
at
a
least
master
in
new
Final
dance.
Fantasy. Yes,
Yeah, I
a
had
new
to
kind
make
of
him,
dance.
I had to make him learn Overmind. He was not willing to, but I told him you should learn Overmind for Elfire. And he's like, all right. And now he loves using Elfire.
It's useful on occasion.
Yeah, I could see that smirk.
Then we go up here.
That door that leads to the dungeon, so we're not going there because waste of time at the
Yes,
moment.
we actually go in there later, I believe, when we do live commentary, so we'll see you then, or the past versions of us will see you then, future
Let's
versions
run.
for you. Douglas Adams was right, tenses are confusing with time travel. That's the 10th person, so we're nearly halfway done. What?
I want to get some talking in you all over the place, man.
Well then, go ahead and talk. I'm not stopping you.
I can't get over it in edgewise. No, I'm kidding.
Well, that's
No.
the reverse of usual then, isn't it?
Shut up. Alright, that's my bad. Alright, guys, I talked to a couple up here. There's one fight up here.
You know, with the monitor that this thing's using so we can hear each other talking, it sounded like he was doing a really weird, evil Kefka laugh right there. I'm really sorry you couldn't hear that, because it was awesome. And I got stuck on that chair that Terra was
always
seen
got
sitting
stuck on that chair.
in the early parts of the game.
Commando.
Yes. Every
Yeah,
time
can I
you...
fight?
Every one of these fights will only be one enemy. They are both weak to most instant death attacks. The commandos are weak to all instant death attacks, in fact. Well, that is, they affect them. They're not weak to them. I've been playing Persona 4, sorry. But
I've been watching the anime for it.
the armored soldiers that the first guy we fought, he is immune to break attacks, so don't try that with him. And we're more than halfway done at 16 people. I didn't even notice. And this guy puts us at 17, saying the Empire will never die, and we still have a minute 42.
Yes, we do, and I gotta admit, it was pretty fun walking around. I said we should go the right way, on the right side, because it'd be faster, and he was like, alright, talk to this guy, but watch out for the one that you have to fight, and don't forget to talk to the one in the bed.
Yeah.
And he got stuck on one person once. He was trying to find him, and he's like,
Yeah,
"Get
I
over
wanted
here."
to save the guy the guy that you fight for later, because I was keeping my eye on him, but Ganon insisted that I fight him right then.
'Cause if
I was
we
going to
didn't-
do it on the way out,
More fun to fight beforehand.
maybe.
Commando. Only problem is I never got a chance to use Mog or Sia in this fight, except for this point. It's the only fight I got to actually fight with and win.
Mm-hmm.
Every other one I got elf-fired or I got something else.
I didn't actually hear what you say, so I'm just going to agree.
What do you mean you didn't hear what I said?
I'm sorry, I forgot to adjust the volume for the video playback. So, I can barely hear you when there's music playing in the game. And I hope it's not bleeding through into the actual recording that we're doing right now. So that's 23 people, all but one, and I just walked through the bed, which I didn't actually know you could do until I did it.
I kept saying to him, you can walk through the thing, use it as a shortcut, because you can't get around those last piece of metal.
Well,
no. This is the final fight.
I didn't know, yes. The final guy is a fight, which is, I guess, a decent climax. Would have been a more climactic
if we had fought the metal armor
if we had
last.
fought the, yeah. Unfortunately, my break attack activated but missed there with Terra. Oh well. At least I got to show off the animation, which I guess is cool.
Yeah.
And we finished with a full 23 seconds remaining.
Which then
22.
He wanted to go and talk to Kefka.
Yeah, I was going to go talk to Kefka, but he talked me into grabbing some treasures on the way.
Treasures are useful. I didn't know if we'd have to leave the castle immediately or not. I couldn't remember.
I knew you didn't.
And then you kept getting stuck by using those sprint shoes on the door.
Yes.
I'm like, run, man, run!
Yes, here's where we got the treasures instead of going to see Kefka.
We see him later in the episode.
Yeah, during live commentary.
But he tries to go and talk to him. I love this part. 4 seconds.
I'm not exactly sure
I can't get through
when
the door.
we go back to live commentary, so I guess we'll just hand it off back to our past live selves now with this "That evening, the banquet with the Emperor took place" line. And now we're back to live commentary. Sorry about that. We had to do post because it took us a few attempts to actually get that right.
24 people. We had to get 24 guards to talk to, and like I said, I told them we should get the mech first.
Yeah.
I told you there was only one mech, and I told you there was only 24 people.
Okay.
You thought there was more. You have to earn a certain amount of points.
Now, I need to know what that is that we need to do, so I'm sorry if you heard that falling, but I need a guide to do this.
Oh, it's moving by itself.
No, it is not.
Oh. Well, I know one thing.
Well, the characters do. The text doesn't.
I know one thing. We have to answer certain questions a certain way and ask certain ones only a certain amount of times.
Yeah.
An example of this, they're going to ask us 3 questions. We ask each one once and only once. And they'll ask us later which our first question we asked, and we have to repeat that one.
Yeah.
And the toast has to be, and each one is worth a certain amount or a negative amount of points. You want to get the most. And if you get the most, you get a ton of you get trinkets and a ton of fun stuff. You'll find out which in a moment. A toast to
our hometowns. I know that is the first one.
All right, that's a good one. To our hometowns, yes. You're here. Raise a glass. As you know, Kefka's in jail for his war crimes. What shall we do with him?
Good question.
Leave him in jail.
Yes, leave him in jail is correct.
See, look. These look redder than the ones on the right. See? I truly apologize about the poisoning of Doma. No one dreamed Kefka would use poison. Well,
I did.
Kefka.
That was inexcusable. Is the one you want?
Yep. Seeing if the poison won't do anything to the people, though. By the way, with regard to General Celes...
Celes is one of us.
Celes. I say Celes, you say Celes. That's fine. Kefka was lying. General Celes realized that war was stupid before anyone else. That's why she joined the Returners. Any other questions for me?
Now, all of these give the same point thing.
You have to ask them once, at least.
Yes.
So, let's start with, why did you start the war?
Yeah, we'll just do them in order.
And remember what you start with. My desire for power got the best of me. Now I've come to my senses. Next question. One more question, please. Alright, now, why...
Do you want peace now?
Yeah. Feel we need each other's help at this time. He likes one-sentence answers. One more question, please.
Yes.
Final question. Why did we have to talk to your men?
Indeed.
Some of my men refused to embrace peace. I felt they'd understand if they actually met you. Face to face. Alright, no more questions. Let's talk about Espers.
Let's talk about Espers.
My empire's been decimated by the Espers that emerged from the sealed gate.
I can see that.
Acting spiteful. Unless they're stopped, they'll rip the world asunder.
I like that word. Don't hear it often enough.
Yes, the Espers have gone too far, but you unleashed their power. I think it's just
yes,
the Espers.
the Espers have gone too far.
Yeah. After the Espers went on their rampage, I knew I couldn't go on with my war.
Okay.
I asked myself why I had started in the first place. By the way, about those questions you asked me earlier, which did you ask first?
I asked, why'd you start the war?
Yes. Right. Anyway, more than anything, I want peace. That's my true dream. I want you to understand that.
Indeed.
You seem a bit tired. Care for a rest break? Yes. Yes, take a break or keep talking.
Yes, let's take a break. Doesn't
Alright.
matter.
Alright, are we going to check out, open all the
We're going to go save, so... yes, right, that's one reason. Oh, right, you can't leave the room, so we can't do that.
Anything behind him?
And I was going to save,
Just move back to the seat and we can start talking again. What?
Let's, talk to all of these guys and, fight with a couple of minutes.
Ooh, finally some relaxed sparring.
Yes. We gotta beat them within
time
2
limit?
minutes. So, fight them. And I'm going to use my favorite.
Marshall, you passed it.
Yes. There we go. I'll get to it eventually, guys. And, magic. If my controller will start responding.
We have to beat him, though, dude.
Yes, I know. You have to beat them within 2 minutes.
Ooh, free Magicite. And no, this isn't the kind that has an Esper in it. It's a freebie that summons any Esper, even
Yes,
ones you don't
we've
have yet.
explained this before. It's just been a while, so I think he forgot. Yeah, I think that's all of them that say the same thing now. There are 4, but we only got to see 2 of them.
There are 3 on the screen. Dr. Gestal?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, I think we gotta talk to Gestal to finish.
Yes, I know. I just wanted to say see what Sid said.
Oh, alright, sit in the chair then.
Yeah. The Emperor won't talk to you unless you're sitting in a chair. How rude of him.
Yes, let's begin again. Is there anything you wish to hear me say?
Yes. That your war is truly over.
I understand. I've ordered this war to be over. Now I must ask a favor. For a favor. After they devastated my empire, the Espers headed northward to Crescent Island. They must be found. We must tell them we're no longer their enemy.
Agreed.
After all that I have put them through, it is up to me to set things right. You know, I've noticed now, those guys look a lot like those guys in the red armor from Star Wars.
Yes, they do.
This is why I need Terra's power. Only Terra can bridge the gap between Esper and human.
Indeed.
We must make for the Crescent Island aboard the freighter from Albrook.
Okay.
Will you accompany me?
Yes, that
Yes.
is what you have to say.
I'll have my finest warrior accompany you. General Leo.
All right.
I so wish.
Well, don't say anything about him yet.
Well, I mean, currently we don't know anything about him, but I You're seeing liege to the king of Doma. Please forgive me for not being there to stop Kefka.
Yes, that's why
That
we
wasn't your fault.
brought Cian.
Yes, that's why we brought Sia. I'll be waiting for you in Albrook.
We could have brought Celeste and had Cian earlier, I think, but we
don't
didn't.
have Celeste.
Oh, right. I forgot we can't use
We
Celeste
must
right
find the Espers and come to terms with them. You are our last hope.
now. Indeed.
Now, we have a moment. Let's go find some treasure in the castle real quick. Oh,
Yes.
after we pick our team. If Terra goes, I'll go.
All right.
Oh,
so
just
you
gonna be
have
the two
to
of
bring Terra and Locke.
The rest of you wait here. I smell a rat.
Oh, right.
Only two
Those
of
are
us.
the only 2 you can bring in. They're
No, I'm
both my
taking Terra
characters.
then. For now. Ah, I forgot to remove Espers. Oh well.
Right, and you be careful. I think we can go to the airship to remove all the Espers.
Let's
But
head
that's all.
and let's get treasures first.
I want to make sure everything's set up properly.
And give me Terra.
Okay. Fine.
Just so I have something to do.
Well, you would have something to do soon enough anyway. Alright, let's go through the Emperor's personal belongings and steal them, because that's what allies do.
Wait, we have to go all the way down first so we get our message.
Wait.
There's a special message you get once you reach here. This spot.
Yeah.
Here it is. Now watch. This is what we get for doing everything right, which we did. Because you were able to talk to so many soldiers, you will be rewarded as follows.
Yes.
Imperial soldiers have been withdrawn from South Figaro.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, our troops have also pulled out of Doma.
Good.
We hereby give you the right to take any weapons you desire from the Imperial base to the east, near the sealed gate.
Excellent.
And this is from the Emperor himself. Receive Tintavar, and your behavior at the banquet was impeccable. Please take this as well.
A
The
charm
charm
bangle.
Well, that's it.
Yes, that's it.
But the Tintavar and charm bangle are very useful. Let's get some treasure and talk to Kefka real quick.
Yeah, I don't... Can we talk to Kefka now, or
We can.
is he only available for talking to?
He's in
Oh
his
yeah,
cell.
we already got these.
He's in his cell. Let's go back to the
Because,
upper room.
I wanted to.
Should be one treasure
there's
here.
one treasure here.
Two. I thought there's one up there. Is there not? Let's see the
no,
room.
and there's not one in the back.
There's the room on the other side of the library. That's what I'm thinking of. Hang on, wait. There's nothing up top side, is there?
I think there is, actually.
There might be one.
I don't... No, I thought there was other
Let's
other
go.
doors in
No.
here,
Yeah.
but there's not. Anyway, it's nice to see the outside of this.
Oh, wait.
Ooh, we can talk to him.
General Leo's waiting in Albrook. Please head for Crescent Island and look for the Espers. You know what I realized, though?
I've never seen that before.
Crescent Island. That's the same place where you had to... That's the name of the other place in the other Final Fantasy, like 5, where you have...
There's always a crescent-shaped place on the map in an RPG. You should be concerned if the entire map is a crescent, because crescents in RPGs are always evil. Yes, here we are, Gale Hairpen.
I think that's just... Oh, yeah,
Pin,
there's one in here.
not pan. Yes, it's a hairpan.
Hey, I wonder if you can talk to him again.
Or Vivify.
No.
Yeah, he
You know,
says
here's
the
the funny
same
thing, though. You can use the toilets.
Really?
Yeah, use it in the dungeon cell. It's just funny. No, go to the dungeon and do it. It's funnier. Can I get off?
Okay. I never knew about that.
One of those little, just funny things. Like, you can do that in Bioshock as well. You just activate the sinks in the toilets.
Yes, I know you can in there, but it's obvious you can there.
Yeah,
Alright.
there's a button that says push, which says use.
Oh, hi, Cian.
But you can use a sink too, I think. I'm not sure.
No, you cannot use the sink.
Oh well.
Oh well, let's see what Kefka has to say. Hi.
We catch him on the John. Grr, how dare they put me in a place like this?
You poison people. What did you expect?
I don't believe this!
Why are you laughing at us?
Evil
You're
face.
the one in the cell. We should be laughing at you.
What a bore.
Alright, that's
Yeah,
enough.
You just blink repeatedly.
He'd say the same thing if you talked to him while doing the talking to the soldiers bit, but there he wastes your time.
There's
so
nothing
you
up
won't
there,
be
is
able
there?
to finish it. No, that's just the banquet
Yeah, we
hall
didn't,
where we came
didn't
from.
find anything in the Emperor's room. Yeah.
Nothing out here. Just wanted to be sure. But I think as soon as we get back to the world map, that's it for this episode.
Oh,
because
yeah.
We've already got half of it recorded from several weeks ago. So
And
this episode's
wait.
going to be interestingly weird.
You do know there's one person you can talk to, I think, in that big machine room where you saw Terra in that one intro scene?
We'll find out next time. Maybe. If
Nah.
it's interesting.
We'll just skip it.
Okay. If you decided now to skip it, I won't argue.
Not important. I mean, they just say, glad to help, but a little concerned and stuff.
So, until next time, I'm KDH of Avalon.
And this is Ganon360.
Have a nice day.
Ciao.